Now, what truly baffles my mind is that every time I research into a new episode, every time I find out about a new car, I come to realize कि मारुति सुजुकी क्या था और मेरे लिए मारुति सुजुकी क्या बन चुका है. From a brand that was revolutionizing stuff, from a brand that was giving us over-engineered, proper performance-oriented cars, the only two things that Maruti Suzuki seems to be concerned about in today's market, at least to me, is low cost maintenance and good fuel efficiency. That is it. How is it that a brand जो एक टाइम पे ऐसी गाड़ी निकालता था कि enthusiasts के हाथ में आते ही they would become straight away cult favorites, to a brand जिनके इतने लंबे लाइनअप में एक गाड़ी ऐसी नहीं है जो अपने सेगमेंट में परफॉर्मेंस टॉपिंग फिगर्स रखती है. Now I do understand that Maruti is doing well in terms of sales, in terms of numbers, but should it come at the cost of proper passionate engineering? For everyone out there, it is very important to know कि अपने golden time पे, अपने initial period में Maruti Suzuki actually क्या था. In its long list of cars that have over exceeded expectations again and again, we are going to talk about another. This very car put the Indian auto industry on the global scene. This car was known as India's first world car. This car is our very own homegrown original hot hatch. मैं हूं संग्राम and this is the legend of Maruti Suzuki Zen. The Zen was sold in India by Maruti Suzuki between 1993 and 2006. The Zen is an acronym for Zero Engine Noise. I bet you didn't know that.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
It also stands for the Japanese word Zen, which means complete. Based on the Suzuki Cargo, the first generation Zen was launched in India on May 21st, 1993. This car was also exported in Europe and other foreign markets as the Suzuki Alto. The car came with an all-aluminium G13B Suzuki petrol engine producing 50 brake horsepower at 6500 RPM. Unlike other Maruti Suzuki models, the Zen has seen a number of facelifts, with the first one coming in 1997, a minor facelift that gave Zen body-colored bumpers. In 1998, a diesel version was introduced with Peugeot's TUD5 engine, but because of the lack in demand, this version was discontinued. In 1999, the Zen Classic was released, a retro-looking front and rear, which again wasn't received well by the consumer and was again discontinued. Personally, the Zen Classic is one of the most weirdest looking cars to have ever come in the Indian market. To this day, I don't really know what Maruti was thinking.
I don't know. Is it classy enough?
In 2000, Maruti introduced the 16-valve MPFI engine, giving 4 valves per cylinder. The power output increased by 10 horsepower, bringing in the total power output to 60 bhp. But the real ace was still to come. In 2003, Maruti Suzuki went absolutely bonkers. They did something which the current generation, the current audience cannot even fathom. They can't even think about it. 2003 में Maruti Suzuki ने launch करी 3-door Zen as a variant of their VXI segment. The car was only available in 2 colors called the Zen Carbon and Zen Steel. How cool is that? To this day, I'm still baffled. I don't know अगर मैंने गाड़ी असल में देखी भी है और अगर मैंने देखी है क्या मेरे माइंड ने इसको रजिस्टर नहीं किया और अगर मैंने नहीं देखी है then how did I not know about this car? It is worth contemplating. In 2003, when the Indian audience did not even completely figure out what they were getting, because in terms of hatchbacks, Maruti के अलावा there weren't a lot of options, and especially when it comes to fun driver-centric cars. उसके बीच में what went into the minds of the engineers at Maruti जिन्होंने सोचा कि हम एक 3-door version निकालेंगे. It was a limited quantity run, which might be one of the reasons why I haven't seen it, but still you have to imagine कि even Volkswagen की हिम्मत नहीं हुई आज तक इंडिया में ऐसा कुछ करने की. अब जाके they are bringing in the Golf GTI, पर Maruti जो अब कुछ नहीं कर रही है 2003 में they had
losing his mind.
2003 में they did something which was absolutely out of this world. In 2004, Zen underwent a big facelift. A new body style called the Zen Tiger was launched. This is the last time that we would see the OG Zen in its original form. Moving on to the second generation, a lot of disappointment awaited each and everyone. The second generation Zen called the Zen Estilo was launched in December 2006. The Zen Estilo was a part of Maruti Suzuki's plan to launch a new vehicle every year for the next 5 years. This also marked the death of the original Zen. The new car was nothing like the old one. Jahan pe the old car was driver centric, was a fun to drive car. This new car was nothing but just a Wagon-R, because it shared the same engine, it shared the same chassis. Jahan pe the pichli car was a fun car, driver oriented. This car was basically a box on wheels. During its golden days, the Zen was a very successful product for Maruti Suzuki both in India and abroad. Foreign markets में Europe में the Zen was exported as early as 1994. The Zen was the first fun-to-drive hatchback in the Indian market. Because of its low seating and go-kart-like handling, it was immediately a hit amongst the enthusiasts. Its lightweight and potential for modification made it a popular choice for autocross and drag race events in India. Because of this, the Zen quickly became an absolute hit within the Indian racing community, with modified versions of the G13V petrol engine churning out over 100 horses. The Zen commands a cult following because of its peppy performance. There are numerous examples of heavily modified Zens with engine swaps with chassis swaps. The Zen sits in an elite list of cars from Maruti Suzuki that overshot its utility. इन गाड़ियों का potential enthusiasts ने actually समझा. They used it and they still use it to this very day. The Zen commands a community that very few cars in the Indian market have commanded. But the question arises, where did Maruti Suzuki go wrong? Why have I seen Maruti Suzuki with such a limited view? Even when I was a child, even जब ये सारी की सारी गाड़ियाँ roads पे घूम रही थी, why did I not really know what these cars were?